Welcome to our webinar on inventory optimization. Today, I'll be walking you through the key concepts, methodologies, and benefits of optimizing inventory levels for businesses and integrating with demand planning. Let's start by looking at some of the major inventory management pain points that companies often face. Poor on-shelf availability is a critical issue, where products customers want to purchase are frequently out of stock, leading to lost sales and dissatisfied customers. Warehouses crammed to the rafters with the wrong inventory is another common challenge. This ties up excessive working capital in inventory that does not match actual demand. Excessive inter-branch or inter-warehouse transfers are needed to reposition misplaced inventory to where it's required, adding significant logistics and handling costs. Also, too much working capital is invested in inventory overall due to the challenges in properly balancing inventory against demand and optimizing deployment. The other pain point is too much slow moving or obsolete inventory builds up as a result of forecast errors and inefficient inventory policies, representing cash being unnecessarily tied up. And finally, customer service failures and back orders occur frequently due to a lack of the right inventory in the right locations to meet demand in a timely manner. So, what precisely is inventory optimization? It's the analytical practice of determining the ideal inventory levels, positioning and policies for each product or SKU to meet forecasted customer demand. The goal is to hit target service levels like fill rates or order cycle times while minimizing the overall working capital tied up in inventory and other operating costs. Some of the key questions inventory optimization helps organizations answer are we prepared with sufficient inventory buffering for unexpected black swan events like natural disaster or other supply chain disruptions or seasonal demand shifts? How do we determine what the optimal inventory levels are for each SKU across our network? There is no one size fits all. At what specific points or nodes in our supply chain network should we hold inventory? Distribution centers, foreign trade zones, third-party logistics providers. What are the right individual inventory levels that balance target service levels and cost at each stocking location? This varies by SKU velocity, replenishment lead times, and demand variability and other factors. The benefits of deploying an advanced inventory optimization solution are substantial. It allows improving forecast accuracy by leveraging machine learning and other advanced forecasting techniques to better predict future demand at a granular SKU level. Companies can maintain or improve their service levels to customers while reducing the overall investment tied up in inventory through optimized stocking policies. So, better service with less inventory. Optimized safety stock levels are calculated at each stocking location, providing the right buffer to account for demand and supply variability. Time phase replenishment plans are created outlining when and how much inventory to flow through the network to meet demand at least cost. Excess and obsolete inventory levels are minimized by aligning forecasted demand to stocked quantities. At a detailed level, the inventory optimization process determines the optimal inventory and replenishment parameter setting and policies for each individual SKU by location. This enables increasing overall inventory turnover and reducing expenses for distribution, procurement, and capital costs. It minimizes the need to expedite production or transportation to cover stock out with the associated premium costs. Collectively, the optimized inventory policies improve metrics like order fill rates, backorder levels, and other service measures corresponding to increased revenue. At its core, inventory optimization leverages advanced mathematical optimization techniques. Optimization problems involve maximizing or minimizing some objective, like minimizing costs or maximizing service levels, subject to real-world business constraints and trade-offs. Optimization is used across many areas like investment allocation, workforce scheduling, facility location, vehicle routing, and more. The general goal is to manage the efficiency and utilization of limited resources in an optimal manner. Inventory optimization combines machine learning capabilities for predictive analytics like demand forecasting with mathematical optimization for prescriptive analytics to make optimal inventory planning decisions. The predictive piece uses techniques like regression, neural nets, decision trees, etc. to forecast future demand based on patterns in historical data. The prescriptive or optimization piece takes this demand forecast along with the business rules, goals, and constraints and determines the optimal inventory policy to meet service targets at least cost. It's this powerful combination of predictive and prescriptive analytics that delivers optimized inventory policies precisely tailored to each company's unique network, products, and objectives. Some of the key inputs to our inventory optimization engine include detailed demand forecast profiles by SKU, location and time period generated by the predictive forecasting models. Actually, this solution is equipped with a demand planning solution, and all of these demand forecasts are created by that demand planning solution. In the rest of this webinar, we will talk about that demand forecasting solution as well. The other input is data on replenishment lead times from suppliers as well as lead time variability to properly model supply risk. Any capacities or other operational constraints that need to be factored in, like limited distribution centers receiving slots, is the other input. Another input is the company's specified inventory policies like target consumer service level. And finally, product data like shelf life that impacts how inventory must be managed. With these inputs, the inventory optimization software employs advanced algorithms to calculate outputs like optimal safely stock levels by SKU at each stocking location to buffer against forecast errors or supply delays. The optimal reorder point, meaning the inventory position at which replenishment is triggered for each SKU. And finally, the optimal reorder or replenishment quantity that should be brought in. All these parameters are optimized to hit the target service level at the lowest overall inventory investment. Now, let's take a look at the demand planning module. First, let's start by defining what we mean by demand planning. At its core, demand planning is a supply chain management process focused on forecasting demand to ensure that products can be reliably delivered and customers are always satisfied. But it's so much more than just predicting numbers. Effective demand planning is a game changer for businesses. It can significantly improve the accuracy of revenue forecasts, allowing companies to make more informed financial decisions. It helps align inventory levels with peaks and peaks and downs in demand, reducing costly overstock situations and preventing frustrating stock outs. Perhaps most importantly, it can enhance profitability for particular channels or products by ensuring that supply perfectly matches demand. Now, you might be wondering, how do we generate these accurate forecasts? The key lies in gathering information from all possible internal and external factors that could impact demand. This holistic approach considers everything from historical sales data and marketing campaigns to economic indicators and even weather patterns. But there is the crucial point. The market can shift on a dime. Consumer preferences change, new competitors emerge, global events disrupt supply chain. The variables are endless. That's why demand plans need to move at the speed of changing market. If demand plans can't be adjusted with agility, companies could end up wasting millions of dollars in capital. Imagine producing thousands of units of a product only to find that demand has suddenly shifted elsewhere. That's the kind of scenario that keeps supply chain managers up at night. And it's exactly what effective demand planning aims to prevent. Now, let's look at the components of a comprehensive demand planning solution. These are the building blocks that come together to create a powerful, effective system. First, we have demand sensing. This is about picking up on real-time signals that could impact demand in the short term. It might involve analyzing point-of-state data, monitoring social media sentiment, or tracking weather patterns that could affect product sales. Next is demand planning itself. This is the core process of creating forecasts and plans based on historical data, market intelligence, and business strategy. Pricing and promotion analysis is another crucial component. This involves understanding how changes in price or promotional activities impact demand. It's a complex area that often requires advanced analytics to truly understand the cause and effect relationships. Life cycle planning is about understanding and planning for the different stages of a product's life, from introduction to growth, maturity, and eventual decline. Each stage has its own demand patterns that need to be accounted for. Proportional profile planning is a technique used to break down forecasts from a higher level to a more granular level. This is crucial for operational planning. Finally, we have causal forecasting. This involves identifying and quantifying the factors that drive demand, allowing for more accurate predictions based on expected changes in these factors. And some of the key capabilities and features of this comprehensive inventory optimization solution, which is integrated with the demand planning solution, include inventory segmentation to automatically group SKUs by attributes like value, velocity, obsolescence risk, and apply tailored policies. Through multi-echelon optimization across all stocking locations, integrated warehouse operations optimization to ensure labor, space, and equipment capacity at facilities can support the replenishment plan. The ability to align inventory planning with the organization's corporate strategy, financial goals, and other processes. Self-service data visualization and reporting to analyze optimized inventory policies, and finally flexible deployment models for on-premise or cloud to meet IT requirements. The visual dashboards allows you to analyze and visualize the optimized inventory policy outputs. For example, you can see recommended safety stock levels by SKU compared to current actuals, or examine reorder points, order quantities, and other metrics. Scenario analysis allows testing different demand forecasts, service target levels, or other inputs to understand the projected inventory investment impacts. Finally, let me share some proven real-world success stories from companies leveraging inventory optimization solutions. For example, Check's food distributor faced challenges in maintaining their committed 92% customer service levels after acquiring a major new account and bringing on additional buyers. However, after implementing an inventory optimization solution, they quickly turned things around. In just a short time, customer service levels ran 1 to 2 percentage points above their 92% goal, between 93 to 94% daily. Or another example, another company leveraged inventory optimization, and leveraging inventory optimization allowed them to not only support the growth but achieve a 20% increase in sales while maintaining an over 98% fill rate, even during the critical rollout period for their new customers. Another example, the inventory optimization solution delivered a 16% reduction in the overall inventory investment across the network, while simultaneously increasing customer service levels by 6%. In conclusion, inventory optimization and its integration with demand planning leverages cutting-edge technologies like machine learning and prescriptive analytics to determine the ideal inventory levels and deployment policies for each product in a company's network. By simultaneously optimizing service levels and inventory investment, it unlocks significant cost savings and operational efficiencies that provide sustainable competitive advantage. I hope this comprehensive overview has helped illustrate how inventory optimization and its integration with demand planning enables businesses to achieve inventory perfection